There is a person you know by name who has not done the thing that made them famous in years. Maybe they stopped acting. Maybe they stepped back from music. Maybe the sport that built their career is long behind them. And yet somehow they are wealthier today than they ever were at the peak of their fame. Not richer from royalties. Not living off old money. Actively, deliberately, structurally wealthier. Building businesses, acquiring equity, launching brands, and generating income across multiple industries simultaneously. And here's the part that should stop you cold. The blueprint they are using is not locked behind fame. It does not require 1 million followers. It does not require a Hollywood contact list. It requires understanding a system that is sitting in plain sight, and almost nobody is teaching it clearly. So what exactly is the system? This video is going to break down exactly how celebrities build serious wealth outside of their original craft. And more importantly, what that blueprint looks like when you strip the fame away and apply the underlying principles to an ordinary person building from scratch. By the end, you are going to see that the gap between what they are doing and what is available to you is not as wide as the industry wants you to believe. Every section of this video brings you closer to a model you can actually use. Stay until the final section, because that is where we connect everything and show you the version of this that works without a single follower to your name. The first thing to understand is what fame actually is in financial terms. It is distribution. It is the ability to put something in front of a large number of people quickly and cheaply. That is it. When a celebrity launches a brand, they are not succeeding because they are talented at business. They are succeeding because they already have access to an audience that trusts them, and that audience becomes their first wave of customers without a single dollar spent on traditional advertising. Now here's the translation for ordinary people. You do not need millions of followers to use this principle. You need a smaller, more specific audience that trusts you deeply on a particular subject. A person with 5,000 genuinely engaged followers in a specific niche has more commercial distribution power than a person with 500,000 passive, unengaged ones. The principle is the same, the scale is different, and scale can be built. What cannot be manufactured is trust, which means the real asset celebrities are monetizing is not their fame. It is the trust that came with it. Here is where the real money is made, and almost nobody talks about it at this level. The celebrities generating the most wealth outside of their craft are not collecting fees. They are collecting equity. There is a significant difference between being paid to promote something and owning a percentage of it. A fee gets spent. Equity grows. When a well-known figure takes an ownership stake in a brand instead of, or in addition to, a promotional fee, they are no longer a vendor. They are a partner. And if that brand grows, their stake grows with it. This model is available to anyone with leverage. And leverage does not only mean fame. Leverage can be an audience, a skill, a network, a platform, or a track record of delivering results. If you bring something valuable to a business relationship, equity is a negotiation you are allowed to have. Most people never have it because they never think to ask. They take the fee and walk away from the upside. That single decision, repeated over a career, is the difference between income and wealth. The third piece of the blueprint is building a personal brand that functions as a business asset, not just a marketing tool. There is a version of a personal brand that is built for visibility, and there is a version that is built for commerce. The celebrities who convert fame into lasting wealth understand the difference. They build brands around a clear identity, a specific audience, and a product or service that audience actually needs. The brand is not about them, it is about what they represent to the people following them, and when that identity is strong enough and consistent enough, it creates a platform from which multiple revenue streams can be launched. Courses, products, consulting, events, licensing. each one drawing from the same well of trust and attention. For an ordinary person, this starts smaller but follows the same logic. Pick a lane. Build credibility in that lane. Make the brand about the value you deliver, not about your personality. And over time, that brand becomes something you can monetize in more ways than one. Here is something the wealthiest people in entertainment understand that most creators and freelancers do not. Multiple income streams do not mean multiple separate businesses. They mean multiple expressions of one central asset. A celebrity might have a production company, a spirits brand, a clothing line, a podcast, and a social media presence. On the surface, these look like five different things. Underneath, they are all drawing from the same root, a recognized identity with an established audience that trusts their taste and judgment. Everything branches from that one thing. For an ordinary person building from scratch, the lesson is this. Do not try to build five income streams from five different identities. Build one clear, credible identity and find five ways to monetize it. A fitness expert can sell coaching, create a program, write a book, consult for brands, and license content. One root, multiple branches. The root is what you protect and develop. The branches follow naturally once the root is strong enough. Strip away the fame, the red carpets, the magazine covers, and the follower counts, and what you are left with is a remarkably transferable system. Build trust with a specific audience. Use that trust as distribution for products and services you own. Take equity where you can instead of fees where possible. Build your brand around value, not personality, and develop multiple income streams from one central, clearly defined identity. This is the blueprint. It is not complicated. It is not exclusive. It does not require you to be famous first. It requires you to be deliberate, to think like an owner from the very beginning, even when you are starting with nothing. The celebrities who built wealth outside of their craft did not wait until they were rich to start thinking this way. They started thinking this way, and that is part of why they got rich. If you want to go deeper on how to build a personal brand that actually generates income from scratch, that video is already waiting for you on this channel. Go find it and watch it next. If this one gave you something real, subscribe now. Every week, this channel breaks down the money systems and business models that most people only find out about too late.